Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. Listen, if you're watching on YouTube, I've got this little hat with I guess it's a normal size hat, but it's got a little heart. They totally messed up the hat when I went to order a Brilliant Tribe hats. I'm still going back and forth with these companies. It's amazing that they get so much wrong. Today, I want to talk to you about online lead sources for real estate agents. And I want to split it up into two. I've got paid that I'm going to read off, and then I've got organic. And some of these mix because, look, for example, Google, you can go the organic route and you can go the paid route. So sit in, take notes. You're probably going to want this doc. So you're going to message me on Instagram, and I'll do my best to respond. If you're watching this on YouTube, easiest way, just comment below, and I'll drop it in there once I see the comment. And it's me doing it, so be a little bit patient on that end. Let's get right into this. Welcome, my real estate friends. I'm Tristan. This episode is brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Laughing because of the damn little heart they messed up on my hat. Let's go. Let's talk about paid ad channels you can build and tweak. That's what we're going to start with. I've got quite a few here, 24. I'm going to read through them fast, and I'll give you notes on ones we've used, and we've used quite a few of these, and then free organic lead engines. Here we go. This is online. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, what about Tristan? What about that and this and this and this? I'm giving you sources that are original. So for example, if you were to tell me, Tristan, what about Yelp, which is great, right? I'm like, well, you know what? Yelp doesn't sell leads. They go to Google and they go to Meta and they create the leads there for you with their proprietary information. So I'm not going to refer the broker piece, right? What I would call the middleman. I'm just going to go directly to the source and say, hey, this is how it works for you. All right, paid ad channels you can build and tweak on or expand from. Number one, Meta Ads Manager, Facebook and Instagram. I don't know that there is a better one in how Meta, Facebook and Instagram have really shown us as the business owners and even the consumer how to purchase things through social media. They were really the ones who came close to perfecting it, if not perfecting it, which is, hey, you see something, you like it, click it. Oh, we'll fill in the information for you. Super easy. There it is. Boom. We'll track it all the way home. Super amazing. And obviously TikTok now does that. And Google has adapted to that. But I want to start with Meta Ads Manager because Facebook and Instagram together are two separate ones. But remember, they're part of the same company. And we do extremely well with those ads. In fact, Trenton, who is our director of technology, runs ads for companies and some agents and teams, and they absolutely love the results. And we've seen Meta do so amazing lately. So this is where I would start because I'm seeing it pick up even more than Google, and I'm concerned with Google because I and a lot of my friends and a lot of people out there in the different communities that we run are telling me, Tristan, I'm going to ChatGPT first to Google things. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But we're still using social, right? And you're watching ChatGPT go up the lines for most visited website in the world, right? So that's where I want to start. And look, Meta Ads, if you're going to run them directly or through Trenton charges a fee. If you're going to go directly, which if you can, do it. You're going to range between $1, $2 to $20, $30, $40, depending on how you create the ad, who you're targeting, and what area you're in, how much competition you have there. There are some things that you have to watch out for, though. So, number two, Google Ads. That's search PPC, pay per click, right? Display banners, local service ads. I would say if you're going to focus on this one, search pay-per-click is the best one. AdWords and local service ads. Now, local service ads don't work the same everywhere. In some cases, they work amazing. And I see people close transactions from this, but it's not equal everywhere. So I think you need to start slowly. So local service ads are probably the easiest one you can start with because you can do it on your own. You just upload your insurance policy, I believe, your company name, they'll verify it, and then you're up and running. Just pay how much you want to pay, $50 a month, $100 a month, and then they'll deduct based on how many people you're actually getting to call your phone directly. Right? So you're going to have to work on your reviews on that one. But again, you're paying Google directly. You could do that one, or Google PPC. You choose a set of keywords and then you go from there. All right, YouTube TrueView, skippable pre-roll in-feed video ads. Amazing. Test it out. If you don't know how to do it, reach out to us. Trenton can do it for you. TikTok ads. These work. They work really well for products that are easy to purchase quickly, right? If you want to build out the brand, so brand recognition, that would be a slightly different approach, but still with TikTok ads. I think TikTok ads are good, but again, when it comes to real estate, slightly different. So very different than lead ads that we're seeing on Facebook and Instagram, not only because of the audience, but also because the way they work. And yes, we have tested out TikTok ads. We like them for reach, for brand awareness, for real estate specifically. Number 5, LinkedIn sponsored content, which we have run before. I ran it for my Audible and my book, Real Estate Prospecting. It went really well. But here, I think what you could do is reverse prospect by bringing in, they have something called Sales Navigator. They have Sales Navigator, and Sales Navigator opens up a whole set of tools for you. Sales Navigator is about $80. And what you want to do with Sales Navigator is use it to reverse prospect with people. So you have a target audience in your area. Let's say it's a pharmaceutical. And in that pharmaceutical, you know people are going to be buying. So why don't you reverse target them, reach out to them, connect with them, and then say, hey, I'm a real estate agent. We've got a great promotion this summer for the pharmaceutical that you work at. Let me know if you're interested. Anyway, that's just a piece of what it does. Nextdoor Local Ads. This one we haven't tried, but a couple of my friends have it, and they like it. Pinterest promoted pins. Again, I have not tried those, but I know a couple of my friends have. Twitter or X ads. We have tried this, and it works very well, right? Again, more brand awareness, brand recognition, great reach. Reddit sponsored posts. I haven't tried those, but niche subreddits that I've seen for first-time home buyers, man, they can spread fast. Very good. And plus, if you're not using Reddit, you should be. Spotify audio ads, good for brand recognition, brand awareness. It takes a long time. If you want to take a look at that, not too bad. Hulu, Roku, Pluto TV. That one I've never tried, but I have a friend who owns a company that helps with this, and they see a lot of real estate agents locally in different areas run these. Waze and Google Maps promoted pins. Look into those. I haven't run those. Now, Zillow Premier Agent, Realtor.com, Homes.com. I added these as portals because they have their own built-in organic reach as well. It's not like a listings to leads company which has to market themselves continuously. Nobody actually goes and visits there to search for homes type of thing. So people go to Zillow, people go to Realtor.com, people go to Redfin too and Homes.com. What you need to look at is that the type of client that I want? Which most of the time it is. The second question is, can I afford it? Can I afford to pay Zillow Premier for the area that I want? And in some areas, it's like $500 plus per lead. So it's up to you on this one. Local news sites display banners. Again, I think it's for brand reach. You can combine a lot of these. Programmatic geofencing. You can have somebody create this for you. It's not bad. It's good. Serve ads to phones that enter targeted areas. It could be a condo complex. Yeah, that narrow. It could be a track. It could be a farm. It could be an area. That's how cool that is. Yelp Ads. I have tried these, and you can be featured at the top local spot where it says real estate agent searches. This works very well. I stopped going that route because we focused more on organic, a lot more organic, and we shifted a lot of our spend to meta ads, Instagram, Facebook, and Google PPC. But we've thought about doing this one again, or we thought about going back to local service ads as well. 18, Bing Microsoft ads. Man, this one's underrated, and it's been underrated for a while. The thing with Bing and Microsoft ads, which is similar to Google pay-per-click, and we do this one very light, is that when you do it right and you're in an area where you have a big government job presence, you're going to get a lot of people. Why? Because the government doesn't allow, from what I understand, and this is why it works well, doesn't allow its employees to add any other browser to their PC or laptop, so they use the native one that Microsoft comes with. So when they search, they're searching with that native Explorer, right? Bing, Microsoft ads, and that's why they work. And a lot of also older people, from the research we were doing, and this is why we jumped on Bing ads, they're using Bing, right? So definitely take a look. Here's what I wrote down here. Still 6 to 8% of US search traffic skewing slightly older and homeowner heavy. And you know what I noticed here? I'm about 12 minutes in. We're only going to do half today and the other half tomorrow. I'm going to split this one in two. Number 9, we've got 5 to go. Snapchat ads. We have tried this, and Snapchat is definitely more for brand recognition for a younger audience. All right. And surprisingly, really good for first-time home buyers in their 20s and early 30s. This one I would not sleep on. We're actually personally looking to expand what we've done here. The challenge in our market is that I'm in Los Angeles and Ventura County. The first-time home buyer price point is so high. So that's the reason it didn't work like we envisioned. If you're in an area that has a lot of first-time home buyers that can afford the price point, then definitely try this out. Snapchat ads, really good. 20, I've not tried this one. DoorDash and Uber Eats in-apps ads, hyperlocal brand placement while people wait for food. This one may be more like for branding. We have not tried this, even though I did interview the creator of Grubhub, Mike Urban. Amazing interview, by the way. 21, postcard retargeting, right? So not traditional postcards, because we're only talking about online, right? Online. Postcard retargeting. Services like PostcardMania automatically mail cards to anyone who visits your site. Now, you could put a limit. How much money am I going to spend on this? Because that can get pretty expensive if a lot of people are visiting your site. But again, this is taking now technology and merging it with older marketing, and it works really well. 22, influencer whitelisting. You may not have heard of this. I have spoken a little bit about this in your refreshing of your listing strategy for marketing. And this is what it is. Pay local micro influencers. Micro, it ranges, but it could be less than 50,000 followers. I believe that's what it is. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's a micro influencer. To run ads through their verified accounts. It boosts trust and reach, more importantly. If they're a micro influencer in the area that you have your listings or that you're trying to get buyers in, they have a connection to that audience, right? Just make sure you do your homework and you're like, oh, that's the brand that I can connect with. And if you reach out to them, you'll be surprised. They don't charge a lot, probably like $200 to $500. And you could run 1 or 2 great posts that gets great engagement. This could be a plan that you add to your arsenal overall so people can get to know you in the area fast. This I would probably put right under Meta ads and Google. It would be number 3. I'm not sure why I put it as number 22. 23, co-branded lender or builder campaigns. Share PPC costs and landing pages with mortgage partners or new construction developers. I would push that to new construction more and reach out to them and say, hey, I can go to your local builder because they're getting organic hits on their social sites and their websites, and say, hey, I can help with this. Right? This is the plan. If this is the way you want to go, this would be good. And number 24, Instagram lead forms. I touched a little bit on it in meta ads under Facebook and Instagram, but Instagram lead gen forms, native formats that autofill content, contact info without leaving IG. These are good, but the way that I would do it is I would run meta ads and let Meta decide which one it's going to pour your money into. Is it going to be more into Facebook? Is it going to be more into Instagram? And then let the algorithm, the people, that's really what the algorithm is, let the people decide which ones they want to follow you with or fill out these lead forms with. We let Meta do it, and depending on the ad, depending on the area, sometimes Instagram wins and sometimes Facebook wins. Anyway, those are the 24. Tomorrow, we're going to go over free and organic lead engines, and I've got 30. So we're probably going to be talking for another 17 minutes tomorrow. Sorry to make it so long. Have an awesome day.